if you watch the show and the season, the way it ends, Linda and I were like, we don't know. We don't know if there's another season. I'll say it. I was like, I don't think Netflix wants to do another season of this. I didn't feel that energy. I was like, I get the sense that this is the end of the road. And so we ended it the way that we ended it so that we would have an ending.
Hello, everyone. Hola, mis amigos. You're listening to Oh My God, Hi, Hijo de Dios. Hola. With me, George Lopez. Porque, ¿sabes qué? Let's do the show. Porque I got a lot of things to do. I gotta go to that dry cleaner ahí. My kid fell. Se pegó la cabeza. I gotta go get some Neosporin Paul.
You know what George is?
Oh, I'm sure he's around here somewhere.
What's his name? George?
Lopez.
George Lopez.
Oh my God!
OMG.
OMG! Hi!
Oh my God, hi!
Roses are red, violets are blue. Don't let a wild pube wreck you.
That's true. Don't let some pubes that are out there, watch out, peeking through your underwear, don't let those wreck you. So Valentine's Day is around the corner. Manscaped, which I'm a huge fan of, has the best tools to get your balls, your huevos, the boys, the junk ready for the special occasion. So it's Valentine's Day. Join the 4 million other guys whose huevos are sparkling clean and sparkling sheen. Watch out. At least when you see it on yourself, when you're Manscaped, the people can see the bruises. The leader in below-the-waist grooming with an exclusive offer, Gil. Go to manscaped.com and then put in the code what?
OMGHI for 20% off plus free shipping.
Your lady and your huevos and your neighbors who peek in on you and you don't know, well, thank you. Hey, how about nobody liked that fucking guy, man?
What guy?
The other guy that fucking with that animated show. Are you going?
Yeah. The other guy.
Listen, man, how do you have cartoon Esteban, Mr. Cartoon Esteban, Mike Judge's dude Dustin, me, and we talked to Marvin, we talked to some other fucking guy, and they chose the other guy, and the other guy, everybody hated.
Really?
They fucking hate. Well, listen. Isn't that why you vet fucking people so that when you pick somebody, they're like, hey, you know what, man? I don't know, dude. Everybody hates that guy. What do you mean everybody hates him? Ask around. Comes back. Everybody fucking hates him. We hired that motherfucker. We went to Netflix. We had a good pitch. That guy was like, me and Cartoon, Esteban and George, we come from the same, we come from the same what? We come from the same a woman? And he would throw himself in there, man. And then afterwards we were like, what did you hear? He goes, man, no good, man. What? And they said, hey, man, nobody likes that dude, man. He goes, well, you guys chose a fucking dude nobody likes. What do you mean nobody likes him? Nobody likes him.
Damn. That's wild. I totally forgot about that. I was doing that. I pitched you when I was still in post on the show, and I was squeezing in all the things, and I kind of forgot that I had pitched to you guys on that.
We fucked up. We fucked that one up. All right, so Felipe is here. Felipe, like I said, is one of my favorite fucking people of all time. One of my favorites. And Marvin and I just met in person here, but we have mutual things going on, and we talked about trying to do the show. And then Gil's here because, you give him a fucking hat, he don't go away.
Yo, this beer.
And they try to sell me a fucking other hat. He goes, oh, this is the one you gave me, motherfucker. No. I got 1,000 hats in my house, and I can tell you every hat that I've ever given to somebody. He's like, no, this is another one. It's like Felipe with fucking egg whites.
Since you gave me the hat, I was wearing the hat religiously, the one that you gave me, because I liked it.
And then it blew off.
I liked it so much, I went out and I bought another one. And that's when you said, is that the hat? I said, no, this is another one that I bought. This one, I just got this week.
It looks good on you.
It's a good hat. Solid. I used to wear a lot of those.
And razor blade inside, right?
If Gabriel Iglesias wants to see what he's going to look like in 40 years, tell him check out Oh My God, Hi.
Well, you got to chop off your kneecaps, bro. You got to probably have your kneecaps.
He's fluffy, and now you're going to be muffin with them. No, you're better than beef squasher. Everybody sends me messages
I
about
get messages of beef squasher. I got a message.
So you hit a guy with a fucking with the sap, and what happened? It flew out of your hand?
It flew out of my hand. And the fight was on. I mean,
were
we're down. We
sapping,
got the guy
right?
in custody.
That little
I went and
leather
picked up my sap.
metal steel thing that cops have.
And I never used
no.
it again.
Like a billy club.
Oh,
It used to
that's
be
what
called the blackjack.
It's called what? A sap?
It's called a sap, blackjack, macana. You know, they used to call them all kinds of things.
Hey,
Just didn't want to be hit by one.
and they're only illegal because they're so fucking effective that you can't have somebody who's not a law enforcement officer in it. What if a bouncer? You could have a little enanito as a bouncer at a club if he had one of those.
You could use them anywhere you wanted
you
to. And they
could-
had two sizes. They actually had three sizes. They had one that was about, I'd say about 8 inches long. It was called a 415, disturbing the peace. 415, that's penal code section. Then they had one that was a little bigger. That one was called a 245. That's assault with a deadly weapon. Then they had a chingoron. If you
Can't imagine.
You bought these just for displays. It was called a 187. That was a two-fister.
Oh my God.
If you hit somebody with that one,
Are those the ones that they're like telescope?
No.
They
No,
swing
no.
out?
That's a good one too. Those are illegal too, right?
Those are
All
illegal
that fun
too, but
shit's illegal.
those
The
are
Nancy
good.
Kerrigan, that's
remember-
what we call it, Nancy Kerrigan. The white
That's
meat.
the extender.
The extender.
Why?
I remember I knew a kid. I don't know why I had forgotten about this until you were talking about this, but I remember a kid had one. And I don't know where the hell he found it. It was just, I don't know, in high school or some
The
shit.
cops
he found
are-
one of those that telescope. He had to bang it to
The
be
cops
able to-
switched all that to big old solid metal mag lights, flashlights.
Is that what they used? They started using the flashlight.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why I
that's to
forget
wake you
this.
up and
It was
county
much
jail.
easier to.
So you
use
could
a
give
flashlight.
somebody a chingazo with a flashlight and like ours, the light's not gonna pop off.
Nah.
No, not with the new ones. No, when they came out with that mag light, that was the first one, machine tooled flashlight. The old Silver Streams, the one that you used to see the cops put under their arms, and they'd put tape around them, so they wouldn't slip out. You hit somebody with that, and it'd all fall apart. Batteries would go this way, lights would go that way. Those are no good.
But the new ones are better. The black ones,
Yeah.
those are the ones
And
they
they're
have
heavy
like
too,
in
huh?
jail where they wake you up with.
Yeah.
Did they ever use one of those fucking cow prods, or like with the fuck with they fucking touch?
No. Didn't use those here.
Narcos, only in Narcos?
I've seen. Well, I was just going to
Where
say
they wet you
when
and
I
they
was
put
in
the fucking alambres on you like
Rambo, eh?
when I was in Juarez.
Like an old toaster, they get two fucking. I'm eating bread.
They use regular cow prods. When I was in Juarez, the guy that I went over there with, we were there to pick up a witness, and they ended up bringing a murder suspect out for us.
Man.
And he says, "Hey, that's the guy I'm telling you. That's the guy that takes him out and tortures him in the back with a prod."
Fucking tortures them.
And I said, "Holy shit!" And they brought this murder suspect in between about 5 of us, and we're sitting there, and the comandante said, "Was telling him, hey, so remember when you got away with murder last year in El Paso?" And the El Paso deputy DA was with us. And it was the murder suspect was from El Paso. He had committed the murder in El Paso, ran back to Juarez. So I said, "Remember?" They said, "Oh, I don't remember. He said, "Remember? Well, we have ways of reminding you."
Oh man.
And then he looks at one detective and just gives him the nod, "Enséñalo." And so the guy starts walking up, and he says, "Take off his glasses." And the guy whips out his leather belt, starts wrapping it around his fist. And the homicide cop from El Paso nudged me, says, "That's the guy with the cattle prod." And he starts coming up, and he's about ready to, and the suspect starts saying, hey, I'm remembering. It's all coming back right now.
Damn, bro.
And he says, "Okay." And the DA is ready to shit in his pants because you can't be taking confessions and stuff like that. That's. And he says, "Si me acuerdo," and the DA just says, "Hey, stop him. We don't need this stuff right here. We're not here for him. That's a totally separate case." And the comandante says, "Okay, sácalo." He says, "We'll talk later." And then they take him out, and he says, in Spanish, he's telling me, "See, we have ways over here."
Man, dude.
That's Juarez, right?
That's what it is.
With a cattle prod, bro. Like
Jesus.
Start confessing to everything.
This is why I stay home. I don't do nothing. I just stay home.
what do you do? The video comic book dude?
I'm a movie guy. I don't know. I just love watching movies. And
Watch them at home?
That's why. Because I'm terrified I'm going to get in trouble doing some shit. And I'm going to have to deal with the cattle prod guy.
Let me tell you, we went to Tijuana years and years ago in the early 80s. And we're all drinking Saturday afternoon. You know how the open air thing? And we're sitting in there, music's playing. They're doing the whole thing where you shake your head. And this dude that looks like, Kenny Loggins with a beard, long hair, takes a fucking joint out, lights a joint. And like that place was on fire. People jumped out of the windows because the comandantes, when they fucking blow the whistle, they fucking got that dude. They drug him away, and the fucking waiter goes, "That was the last time you're going to see that fucking guy." And they go, "How come?" He goes, "Smoking weed in a fucking place? That's why you see everybody jump out of the windows, because they can be like, you and you is like, hey, fuck that. He smoked it, not me. All three of you." And they as soon as they saw that dude, because they go in there and grab you.
Where was this at now?
In Tijuana.
Oh.
And then in the early 80s, they drug that dude out of there, and everything went back to normal like 5 minutes later, and the waitress comes over and goes, you won't see that motherfucker around anymore. I go, how come? He goes, because he smoked weed in Tijuana here? That's a fucking, like, in Tijuana, like, that's a known, man, that's a known in a club in the afternoon. Don't do it. That guy didn't know.
I don't want to be repetitive, but I told you when we went to Acapulco to bring back 2 guys from how they beat the shit out of those guys.
Brother, listen, man, that's another country. That's why they can pull you over, stand in the middle of the road and tell you were speeding. You're like, how do you know? Give me the money, huh? Fucking give me the money.
I did a show in Rocky Point, Puerto Peñasco. And long story short, we never got paid. But we ended up
paid
hell, but that guy wrote me a check and put it with his mom, bro, when we got back, and then when I got home, it bounced.
In front of his mom.
In front of his mom, bro.
With the cosigner, he told
she was
him.
running my shoulders. ¿Cómo te fue, mijo? Yes, señora. You know that. But we drove 2 hours from Phoenix to Rocky Point, Puerto Peñasco. It was supposed to be like this big old concert. Coolio was supposed to be the headliner. And we get there, dude, and the promoter from America, so he didn't know the rules in Mexico. You gotta pay everybody. So he had an agreement with the club that they were gonna stay open, stay closed while the concert's going on. So it was just a word of mouth that they were gonna stay closed, but he never like paid them to stay closed. Why would they stay closed? All these kids coming from America. So this guy said, at the last minute, he summoned everybody in free. So that guy couldn't sell tickets for his concert no more. Okay, so everybody's mad. There's a lot of rappers that are not gonna perform. So everybody goes to the clubs. So these rapper dudes are over there at this club, and that fool don't understand what he's doing, man. He starts peeing in the club, right next to a plant. And then there's like this paisa walking around. He's like a security guard for the clubs. I guess he's just a blue suit with a nightstick and a leather wrap to hold it, so it won't slip off.
So not like Gil, like
so it won't slip off.
I was flying.
So he starts fighting with them. He started fighting with a little dude because little Mexican guy. I'm a big black dude, whatever. But then 10 of them came out of nowhere, man. So they're beating him. So then he's still fighting with them. They take him outside, man. Then it got serious. These 2 federales came out of a Volkswagen, same door. And bro, anyways, they took the dude and handcuffed him, and his partner is beating him up in the back seat with a nightstick while he's driving, bro. And the black dude's whole is recording the whole thing. And I told that black dude, hey homie, that ain't gonna help here. You know, you should just throw away the tape, sell that camera to the captain, and use that for bail money. Because your friend is gonna come out of jail today. They're gonna beat the shit out of him more.
Wow.
Because he's resisting arrest, you know, with these guys. I'm American, I have rights. The guy said, cállate, pinche mayate, you know, racist shit, dog.
Wow.
But over there, it's another country for
Dude,
you.
you can't argue with a cop who has pro wings, bro.
That has what?
Pro wings on, bro. Tennis shoes.
That means
he's a clean ass cop, bro. He had never taken a bride, bro. He's wearing pro wings.
Pro wings.
Everybody else wearing dress shoes.
And so,
came out of a Volkswagen, bro.
Yeah, so that you don't need the proper vehicle to be in charge in another country.
No, you don't. No, you don't. I know better. I know.
I see like you see the documentary like in Poland.
Yeah,
they arrest somebody and then the cop and the guy he arrested on the bus going to jail.
Oh yeah. That's why I said if I went to jail, I would blow everyone the first. Come on, line up. And they'll be like, this fucker's fucking crazy. Hey, come on. You can't go twice. Everybody, come on. They're like, fuck, he's fucking crazy. Then they'll leave you alone. They go, come over here, I'll fucking suck your fucking right. No, I'll try to left. It's all right.
That's why I don't go across.
You go to the shower, everybody takes off running. Come on!
You grew up in Bakersfield, right?
I grew up in Bakersfield.
So
yeah.
whenever like there's a problem with one Mexican family, all the police station shows up, huh?
It's a thing. Yeah, I know. I have a couple cousins in prison for some bullshit.
They know
It's
where
like-
to go. They go to like the kiosk of the house. There you go. Somebody stole some.
They just swing by. I remember, like, my cousins would tell me, like, yeah, they just come by, like, they just be hanging out in the front yard, and they just swing by and just like start harassing them. It's a thing. I remember I read that there was a study that they did. I don't know, what was it, New York Times or some shit, and like Kern County has one of like the most racist sheriff's departments in the nation. I'm like, worse than like the South. Apparently,
Damn.
that's what they said. I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay, I
It's
thought it
oil
was
country
bad.
over there. It's
yeah.
not even that far. 3 hours away. It's like oil.
Oh yeah,
country.
there's oil pumps everywhere. You go to the parking lots and there's just oil pumps in the parking lots everywhere.
It's rich over there, rich. But it doesn't indicate in the neighborhoods though.
No.
But it's the money they're pumping out of there is rich. That's where Merle Haggard's from, Oildale. And I met Merle Haggard, and I said, "Where you from, man?" He's like, I'm from Bakersfield, Oil. Oh, fuck. I said, I know where Oildale is.
I went to high school with Buck Owens.
Like that, fucking.
Didn't-
The best of times.
was
Robert
it-
Williams and Kurt Russell was up there in Taft.
Was it Buck Hogan's or Merle Haggard that had his own?
Buck Owens.
Buck Owens, yeah, the
He had
Crystal
everything.
Palace.
Yeah, he had his
Yeah.
own place up there.
He had everything.
He had everything.
He was big. Buck Owens.
Buck, and then our other
Roy
claim
Clark.
to fame is Korn, the band
Korn
Korn.
was up from up there too. Korn.
Yeah.
And the Fox Theater.
And
And the Fox Theater, that's badass. Fox Theater.
It's a fun place. It's
That
like,
strip bar, the gold miner, the gold slinger.
was it?
Yeah.
No, I don't
Red
know.
Lion up there.
I moved away before I could get into those places.
Hey, so let's talk about. Can we talk about Netflix?
let's talk about
All
it.
right, Marvin. So Marvin created GENTEFIED.
With Linda Yvette Chavez.
See?
Yes, and great. I mean, great. Critical acclaim. Wonderful, great actors. Felipe is in it. You did both seasons up.
Yeah, and he brought it up from it was another show before that. It was a web series before.
Okay. So it
A
started. as
Chingon web series too.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, it was a digital series that we did, like, with Macro produced it. They financed it. America Ferrera was our EP. Like,
yep.
her and Macro juntos. Like, we did the digital series. We didn't have a home for it. And then, like, I cut a trailer before I even cut episodes, and we dropped it online, and it got all this attention.
With your money.
We had, I mean, our budget for the digital series, we did like 7 episodes, and it was like 150 grand for the whole series, for the digital series. It was like, and which for me at the time was like, oh my God, the biggest budget I had worked with.
Right.
But it was like, we had a cast of like 50 different actors and like all these locations. It was wild. I should have cut episodes. But we got into Sundance. We premiered the digital series at Sundance, and that's how we ended up at,
That's awesome.
at Netflix,
Badass.
you know?
You guys all went to Sunset. You went to Sundance.
No,
He wasn't in, you weren't in the
I
digital
was in the
series.
web series.
But I remember meeting with
Yeah,
you.
we met in Silver Lake.
Yeah, but I was trying to cast him as one of the characters in the digital series, but you were busy while you were like out of town. You were
Yes.
gonna be on a show doing something, in, I don't remember where, but so you weren't available. So I had to. But I always just like when we got the show on Netflix, I was like, we gotta get Felipe in there.
Yeah.
Like he's like from Ball Heights, like you're hysterical. I'm such a fan, and I was like, we gotta get him in there. And so we were able to get him in there as Crazy Dave.
So then you went over there and pitched to Netflix. Like you had your agent, got you a meeting, and we're trying to
Yeah.
walk through all those steps because,
All the steps, pues,
or some of the steps, the important steps.
I'll give the broad strokes of it. I mean, even before we got into Sundance, we had started working. We were getting all this TV attention. We wanted to make a digital series just to put it, like, see if we could find a home for it.
Right.
But the TV conversation started very quickly. We worked on a pitch for like 5 months, and then we, in that time, got into Sundance. We premiered it at Sundance, and like literally, we got back from Sundance and immediately started pitching it all over the town. We had like 7 offers from like the top tier networks, like fucking FX and Showtime and all HBO, all of the places. But Netflix always felt like the home for it. Because I wanted my, like, I was just like, oh, you know, I love HBO, pero I want my cousins to be able to watch it back in Bakersfield.
Right.
Those fools have somebody's password on Netflix, so
or have to
that's where
stay
they're
into
gonna
a
see it.
motel where they say free HBO.
Clean
You have to pay
blankets.
for the room.
Exactly. So we ended up at Netflix, and that was like after we had sold it. This is like, and that was like a year later of developing it. We finally got the green light, and we started shooting it.
But does Netflix only do 2 seasons now?
It feels like it.
I mean,
Yeah.
they went from almost being like a home. I mean, they even canceled like Ozark. And Ozark,
That got canceled?
it did.
Damn, I didn't know.
After this season's going to drop and that's it.
No, 3 seasons, right? Or
3
4?
seasons.
3 or 4?
But I
Yeah.
mean, have you seen it?
No.
It's you'll love it.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, I've heard it's amazing. I mean, I heard it has Breaking Bad vibes.
And the movies that come out now, the movies so they'll run. AMC has Breaking Bad now it's on Netflix, and all the seasons are there. So if they pick it up, but before it seemed like when they picked up a series that they would commit to the series and let the series run its course.
Yeah, like when it was like the first year, I remember like they give you mass advertisement on buses. Then the second season, you gotta pass out flyers. They give you 4 seasons. They give you 4 episodes first. Then you're like, oh, we're gonna get another 4, another 6. Now we'll give you another 4. We're gonna keep you in limbo, for about 5 months.
No, what the fuck? Is that how they did it?
I mean,
But you had
I feel
support
like
from
that.
the beginning. So the executives were there. They saw it. The first season, everybody it caught people by surprise.
yeah, man. I mean, that first season was. I mean, we came out the gate like they gave. There was a lot of support for it.
It was in the top 10.
Dude, we came out. When we launched the series, like 2 days later is when the top 10 feature came out.
I remember,
So that
man.
wasn't
1 in
a
the
thing.
morning, it was right there.
It was like
Yeah.
we dropped on a Friday and then it was like Sunday or Monday the top 10, and I was like, I remember opening Netflix and I was like, what is
It
this?
was a good week, right? Good 2 weeks, maybe.
Was that?
It went from like 9, 8, 7, and 10, 10. It just stood up there,
No,
right?
I remember it was like okay, we dropped on a Friday, and then on Sunday or Monday, the top 10 feature showed up on Netflix, and we were at number 3 or number
badass.
4. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, top 10, and I was like, wait, what? Like top 10.
So caught you by surprise. It's all.
Well, it was a brand new thing,
Yeah.
and they didn't announce that they were gonna do this top 10.
Because they were
thing.
not doing that before.
Yeah, it was brand new.
You know who
and
was
we were
number
in
1
it.
on Netflix?
Who?
I'll throw right here. He
really?
was number 1
That's
with the Night
right.
Stalker.
It was number 1 for a week.
That's where I recognize you from. Oh
you know
my
how
God.
hard it is to be number 1 on Netflix for a week? In
That
the
shit
hours
is
they take you down.
sick.
It's not even like after the shows, Felipe, you're not even out of the club party and they're taking your name down. You know how hard it is to be up there on Netflix. It changes by the hour, man. Like, don't look up and there's something, the Queen's Gambit or something like that.
We're number 6 in the world.
In the world.
Number 1 in the world?
Let me
We're
tell
number
you.
1 in the nation, number 6 in the world.
Can I tell you
What were
that
you, what were you in
I
that
didn't.
Rocky Point up there?
I didn't watch the show because I watched the trailer and it terrified me that I didn't want to watch the whole
Yeah,
thing.
these are vatos that grew
I
up-
was just like, I'm not gonna watch it.
They grew up different than Felipe. Felipe could fucking run into the fucking Llorona in the kitchen and be like, hey, what are you making? You know? And
What
him-
are you doing here in a
and
big
him-
ass
Look at you,
sandwich?
I'm like, no,
They'll run to the wall with a cartoon.
Look
the
at
fucking
Felipe
hole-
walking in with the Llorona and they're making tacos.
fucking hole in hands.
Give me a taco, I'll start dancing with it.
Like, don't worry about your kids, man. Your kids are in a good place.
I would look at her. I can't believe you drinking all the milk, Mensa.
Felipe's counselor. Your kids, hey, listen. A lot of parents hate their kids. Don't beat yourself up. Tell the Llorona. Tell the Llorona, hey, listen,
Yeah, man.
nobody knows that. Nobody knows what you had to put up with.
Llorona's a good lady. There ain't nothing wrong with you.
Yeah, she's misunderstood. She's misunderstood.
Fucking cuckoo. He's like, hey, this is my sobrina right here. Hey, don't judge her by what you fucking know already. Hey, that's a fucking. Hey, man. You know what? Have some respect, eh?
She's not like that no more.
Hey, she's got a whole other bunch of kids she loves. All right, so then it goes over there, and then you see it trending, which is big for everybody. I remember that.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. It was crazy to see that. Yeah, man, it was weird. It was weird, and then it was like about a month and a half before we found out, because they like to wait and they love to see their first month.
But they don't have upfronts or anything, right? So like
have
upfront
something.
is when you're part of a network or wherever. The upfront is they take the actors to New York and you see all the shows and all the actors.
Yeah.
And it's all the advertisers over there. So, but they don't do
because
that.
they don't have ads. It's all subscription based,
Oh,
right?
that's
So
right,
that's
that's right.
that's
There you
the.
go. That's right.
I think is it New Fronts or maybe that's the digital, the short form shit. Anyways, so yeah, man. I mean, a month and a half later, we got the pickup for season 2, and then we started writing. It took a little while before we could start because the pandemic started 2-3 weeks after we launched the show. So there was a while where they're like, okay, we're gonna do this, but we also don't know. Nobody's shooting. Everything's locked down. So there was a big delay before Linda and I could start working on the second season. But yeah, but we got the 8 episodes instead of the 10 for the second season. And we had the feeling,
which is because what? Why did they cut 2 episodes?
I think there was there was some.
But they do it to everybody, don't they?
They do it. I think there was, one, they told us the numbers, like they were good, but they weren't as great as they wanted. And we're like, that's fine. They're like, so we're going to, we'd like to, and we asked for a couple things that were like, we got to have these things if we can move forward for season 2. So the way that they did it was by cutting 2 episodes. Did we get to see any of those savings? Not necessarily.
No.
Pero we did the 8 and we're like, fine, that's fine. We're going to do these 8 episodes. And especially, with the COVID of it all, I don't know. We like shot like right after, like what was it, like January of 21. So like right after, like everybody went into production at the same time. It was like kind of safe to start going back into shooting. And this is before, like right as the vaccine was starting to get rolled out for like those first groups, like seniors were getting it. It was a wild time to be shooting. But yeah, man. So we did those 8. It was.
I remember they gave us these little chips on a set to follow you around the weekend after the show to track you to see if you caught it. They'll kind of locate where you caught it at.
No shit.
Well, it was just on set though.
Oh, on set?
If you took it home for the weekend, that was on you. You weren't supposed to take it home. You have to return it so we could charge it. But no, they would.
I was going to the club, Burr.
It was so that they could, if you got positive tests, they could track who you were close to.
Oh my God.
So that in case like you got it, they would know who did you come near, and that way they could make sure that they got tested and quarantined.
Where do they have those, in jail or where?
I don't know. I wasn't with Felipe though. I swear to God, it wasn't me.
Only where you care about
Netflix
people.
family,
Bass
man.
Auto Supply,
I never heard of this
Home
shit.
Depot, Lowe's for sure, because Lowe's.
You were testing everybody on the set every day, every week?
No, 3 times a week. 3 times a week we were testing. Did the cast, and I think the cast might have gotten tested a little bit more than that because they were the ones that have their masks off, most of the time. So, yeah. I heard about other shows that they were doing testing every day.
Yeah, I was on Superstore. I was testing every day.
Yeah.
And then when I was out of town, they paid me to stay in town.
Really?
I got paid more to stay home than I did to work on the show.
That makes sense. Yeah, they got testing every day money on that show.
The other, yeah. But so they were good partners, though, right? Because and it's still on there, even though it's the 2 seasons. It's going to be on there forever. People
we just got. So we got the news last month that we were getting canceled for this. That it would be the end of the road.
Who do they give it to? Who do they?
To all of it. To me, Linda, the
text you
we had a big meeting with all the
on
EPs.
a Zoom
It was a Zoom, pero sabes que I wasn't even on it porque I was shooting an episode. I was directing an episode of a show, and so I couldn't be on it. I had to get after I wrapped, I called Linda. I'm like, "What happened? Like, what's up?" And she's like, "We got canceled." And I was so busy with the episode I was directing. I was like, "Okay, got it. All right, cool. Well, all right. Well, I'll talk to you later." And I just didn't think about it for a couple weeks because I was so busy.
Yeah. Right.
It just didn't hit me, but. Yeah, man, that's how it went down. But then it publicly got announced this past week on my fucking birthday.
Oh no!
It got leaked.
Well, happy belated birthday!
It was a rough day, but it was it was leaked. Apparently, it wasn't supposed to be announced yet, and then it got leaked somehow, and they gave us 20 minutes notice that they were going to be dropping the news, and it was.
So you were still shooting? It was not supposed to be out while you're still fucking shooting. Right?
No, well, no. I was shooting. This was like December last week. This was last week. Netflix all of a sudden calls me and they're like, "We just got word. Somebody at Deadline, they got a source, and they got the news that that the show's canceled and they're about to drop it on." And they're like, "Have you called everybody?" And we're like, "We haven't called some of the cast yet. We're still barely starting to tell people." So it was a bit of a rough day trying to handle all that nonsense.
Did you think that it was going to go on as when you started to do the second season? Did it feel to you like it had legs to go right? Would it have gone 3 and 4? Yeah, of course, right?
Linda and I went into it. If you watch the show and the season, the way it ends, Linda and I were like, we don't know. We don't know if there's another season. I'll say it. I was like, I don't think Netflix wants to do another season of this. I didn't feel that energy. I was like, I get the sense that this is the end of the road, and so we ended it the way that we ended it, so that we would have an ending. But we knew. I was like, we know where a 3rd season would go. We knew, it ends with being able to see Pop and Chris in Mexico, and we're like, we'll do a few episodes in Mexico. We'll do we'll be able to see the whole family out there. That would be so much fun if we could do that. But we also ended it. We're like, if this is it, then it has a closed ending.
Right. Good. That's good.
So we got to have our cake. A little bit with that.
But do you think that there should be consideration for a show with Latinos on there, or is it all just part of a big machine that it doesn't matter what color? You say if you say that you need faces, of all different colors on streaming, and then do they take into consideration that they go another season? I mean, the money's not the issue.
Yeah, obviously. No, I mean, I think. I mean, they have so much. They're doing so much. It is unfortunate. They do things so different from other networks, right? Like,
Yeah,
they have their algorithm. I mean, even if you look back at Queen's Gambit didn't have huge marketing until after it came out, and all of a sudden that first week it took off. And then that's when you start to see all the marketing for it. And that's kind of the way that they do things. They're like, look, they throw it out and see, like, it feels like this, like they throw it out and they're like, does it work? Is it hitting? And if it's hitting, that's when they start to, like, really do pushes for it.
Do you think when they have it on their own Netflix, like when they do upcoming, I think they do promos, right? On Netflix, and they put that up there, is that big because as big as Netflix is, that even promotion on its own, when you open the homepage, it's one of the promos that
you gotta look for that now.
Yeah, it's
on
not just there?
upcoming. Like there's a side thing on a side where it says search, then it says comedy, then
Right.
it says blah blah blah, then it says upcoming shows. You really gotta search for it, unless you're watching new shows all the time against the algorithm.
But what
will
about when
show
you
it.
open the Netflix thing? It goes to a homepage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it stops at whatever shows number 1, I think.
Yeah, well, I think that's what the top 10 is, because everybody
that's
gets
probably the best
your
promo.
homepage
Yeah.
is different for everybody. Like everybody's like different. Like it's
Shit.
following what you're watching.
Oh,
like,
so
it's
if you're
showing
like a
you stuff.
gabacho out there, and you're not going to see Gentefied come up.
Tal vez, like
And-
maybe if you'd watched it before,
You're
but
gonna see the Tiger King, whatever.
right. And so of course, like it's like it's they have their whole algorithm that I think that they really lean on.
But an
is kinda how it
algorithm, man,
works.
can change, man. I mean, it can change fucking
Yeah.
in a day, in a week. So
I mean, my big thing is I'm like, well, an algorithm, like, an algorithm's not like faultless. Like, an algorithm's made by a person. And I'm like, these things have been proven to have
Right.
bias.
that's
know what I
exactly.
mean?
What'd you
Like-
find out? What's on your homepage? Porno? What the fuck?
Mine is coming soon.
Vegan porn actresses?
Yeah, it is.
They don't eat meat.
Vegan strip bars.
Vegan strip bars.
There's actually one in Portland, bro. No meats.
I see it. I can totally see that. Yeah.
No curtains, I heard. Well, the first thing that shows up January 19th, that Argentinian show that had the season 4.
The what? What is this?
Marginal.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah, I started.
on Netflix?
Yeah, Marginal is a show that was the biggest show ever in Argentina history, and Netflix bought it already made. And then it's not a Netflix show, but that show was off the air 4 years ago on Argentina, but then it had like a resurgence on Netflix. It was like on the top 10.
Oh,
for
so they
about
just
a
put it
month.
out. They just bought it.
They bought it they bought like 30 episodes. So now they're so big that Netflix was forced to do a season 4.
So now they're gonna have to start paying for
Yeah.
the production and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so now Netflix gave them a budget, but they're not gonna have no season 6. You know what I mean?
No.
Quién sabe? I don't know. I mean, it doesn't feel like. I don't think. What's the last thing that they did that had that many seasons? I don't know.
House of Cards.
Yeah.
And
Was that the last thing that had that many seasons?
and
No.
Orange and New
Really?
Black.
Yeah, that would have been.
Yeah, when
Orange is the New Black, yeah.
when Orange is the New Black and House of Cards got canceled, I saw the end of anything going past 3 years.
Because House of New Card,
Yeah.
Orange and New Black was like huge, man.
Huge.
Like, right?
7
Huge.
seasons.
7 seasons.
Yeah.
See, that's like unheard of now.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
They would never. Yeah.
The holidays went by quickly. Do you remember to take care of your package with the best tools for the job? The Performance Package 4.0 from Manscaped is just the thing every guy needs in their life to take each and every day just a little more special. The number one product in this package is the Lawnmower 4.0. This electric trimmer is designed to trim hair on loose skin. And get this, the trimmer's advanced skin-safe technology reduces cuts and nicks on your delicate balls. It even has 4,000 LED spotlights so you can shave anywhere your heart desires. Did I mention that it's waterproof too? I'd like to propose making February 13th a national holiday as National Shave Your Balls Day. Who's with me?
Who's with me?
I think this is one holiday the men and women can get behind. This package also includes the Weed Whacker nose and hair trimmer to whack all the worst of your weeds. Manscaped even threw in the 2 free gifts, their Shed travel bag and anti-chafing boxer briefs to keep your boys stored comfortably.
Get 20% off and free shipping with the code OMGHI at manscaped.com. That's 20% off, free shipping at manscaped.com. Use the code OMGHI. Join Cupid and shoot your arrow with Manscaped. Happy Valentine's Day. And get ready for a pelotazo that night. Skin on skin.
I don't know. I mean, it seems like it. It doesn't. It definitely feels like it. But it's so crazy because they have so many shows.
What about when One Day at a Time?
4 seasons, right?
Can Gentefied go somewhere else?
Yeah.
It could, pero I know Gloria, and I know that like that was like a big effort. Like she was really trying to keep it going and trying to find a new home for it. And
I mean, Robert Rodriguez has his own network.
That's right. That's true.
There would have to be vampires in that show.
If somebody comes to us and they want to do another season of it on another network, I'd be super open to talking about it. Pero I don't want to go out. I'm not spearheading that effort.
Looking for. No. I didn't know that's not why we brought it up, but.
But I mean that's just that's where I'm at with it.
For One Day at a Time, they fought for. Did you ever watch One Day at a Time on Netflix?
No.
You watched George Lopez in the middle of the night?
I watched George Lopez.
Listen, when they canceled One Day at a Time, which is already a remake, they fought hard, dude.
They fought real hard. Yeah.
I mean, overly hard. You know, my show. Well, by the time this airs, no, it's on the 20th year anniversary. And it's never been off the air. But to me, when you see a show and they're fighting that hard for that show, I mean, hard, right? I mean, hard on social media. Huge campaign. I thought, well, where's that effort for Gentefied? Like, where is that?
Well, she had a really diehard fan base for that, and I think Gloria really, I think she spearheaded that. I feel like she really helped make push that movement of save the show because she really wanted to keep going with it and had more story to tell. And I think Linda and I are both we did the show. I feel ungrateful when I say this, but this is just how it is. The show I did the digital series, and for me it was a calling card, and I was like, yo, this is me, my directing. After this, I'm gonna get a feature going. Like I want this to be the thing that helps me get a feature. And then all of this TV conversation started, and we're like, all right, well, all these doors open, and we walk through them. And so it's been my life for 6 years. Like it feels like a third season that I did because it was the 2 seasons of the Netflix show plus the digital series that I worked on for like a year and a half before that. But Linda and I are both we're like, yo, I think we're done telling the story. I think we're ready to move on to the next one. And so we don't have that fire to keep it alive.
But in no way, because sometimes they think that shows have to go forever to be a success. But in no way, don't ever look at that like it wasn't an incredible achievement.
No,
and that you laid something down. Take it from me. I mean, 20 years, bro.
Yeah, man.
Shows.
How many seasons did you guys do on George?
We did 120 shows.
120 shows, Jesus.
And no show had gone past 4 or 5, I think. So it was big for me.
That was amazing.
And I was in there I was there all the time.
So more episodes than Gilligan's Island.
No, for real?
90.
Yeah.
Oh shit! That's
so
insane.
20 years still on. It's on all the time. It was on Nickelodeon with big, and then now it's
on
TBS.
In Spanish too.
And in Espanol, which is
I've never seen it in Spanish. I want to see. Is it? I would imagine. It's like when you see Coco in Spanish. The Pixar Coco. I remember seeing it in Spanish. I was like, this is actually a little better.
Our show's better.
In Spanish, his Cuban father-in-law, they're subtitled, but he's speaking too fast.
That's what we thought was so funny about it. Then the script supervisor go, what the fuck did he say? I said, hey, don't say anything to him. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Just like Danny Trejo used to say words like Rodney Luther King. Martin Luther King. And he would go, the Reverend Rodney Luther King. And the script supervisor, I would say, don't say anything to him. Like, just let him, because that's part of the whole thing about when you get old, you start to say shit wrong. Yeah, time I was 10 and old. Anvil. So my grandmother goes, you bring me an anvil, George, anvil. An anvil, the thing, no, para la medicina. Advil, come on, fucking, that's what I said, anvil. But so on to the next, man.
Yeah, man. No, I'm excited. I mean, we got a project going on together that hopefully we'll be able to take out soon.
He was amazing too, like in Superstar and all the stuff he does.
Bro, I told him this story when we were like, I already knew his comedy and was like, he has to be in the show, but I knew I needed to send something to the network when we were doing the first season, and so I was like, oh, I need to get his tape, and so they sent me your tape of the stuff you had done on Superstore and other things, and that scene that you had did. I don't remember what season of Superstore it was, but there was just a scene. It was one of the first episodes you did with Superstore.
We'll put it in there, Grant. We're gonna put it in there.
And it was just, I watched it like on loop. I tell you, I was in my office and I watched it on loop like 40 times, and it did not stop getting funny. Like it was so funny.
Which one is that, Felipe?
You were in it for like a few seconds, but it was like two different scenes.
So the drug test?
The drug test.
Yeah.
It was that, and you're just like over there. Like
I self-taped that one.
That shit, man. It was so
It was
funny.
we're gonna be testing for marijuana, PCP, and I'm in the back like this, just counting everything I was on, man. PCP. Yeah, can I leave early?
Yeah, that's it. That's the one, bro. I don't know, man. It killed me. It like tickled me so hard. So I loved it, and that's the one I was just like, yo, this is the guy. He's got to be Crazy Dave.
I quit my job in a warehouse job to do comedy.
No shit.
And now I play a warehouse guy on TV.
There you go.
Upgrade.
Hey, when you won Last Comic Standing, right?
Yeah.
So what in winning Last Comic Standing? What's the benefits of that? How much?
Oh, they give you $250,000.
Wow.
And which the next day my son's mom filed for child support. No lie. She became the last baby mama standing. Took half, homie, everything. Wow. So, then they give you like a 85 city tour. So that's extra money.
Oh shit!
And you tour 85 cities with the top 5. Then you get a holding deal with NBC.
Wow.
You get one meeting, bro. And
One
if you're
meeting?
not prepared for, you never been to any of these meetings, it's gonna be a waste of meeting, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Which one was?
I feel like I'm just barely getting used
so
to
that's
these
almost
meetings.
like they throw it in there.
Yeah, throw it in there. So I had a meeting with I think Linda, no, she's ABC, Linda Barbary, I don't know. The main people of NBC back then. I think it's, and then we talked about it was just talked. And they said, oh yeah, he'd be good for this. But no, they never put me on shit, dude. So they just held me for a year. And then I read for a pilot for Fox that I'm pretty good for. But since my deal with NBC, nah.
They couldn't hire you? Oh, they said no?
Yeah.
Wow. And and they could let you go. I mean, that's not coming back. The holding deal for a year, it's like, yeah, let him do it. If he gets a gig, he gets a gig.
Right.
But not to screw
He
somebody
already
out.
knows every time he's in town locally, I go see him. I've been watching him for years.
Yeah.
He's a funny man.
And how was the tour? You already did it, the 85 city tour?
We did the 85 city tour all over America, I guess NBC, Mills Entertainment, all their little theaters. Man, we went to a lot of places.
Was it good for you?
It was good.
It was good, huh?
I saw a lot of people, man.
And there's a lot of fans. There's a lot of
old ass white people, man, who voted for me. Well, I was in places that I only heard in songs, bro. Like Allentown, Pennsylvania, bro. Billy Joe.
Where?
Allentown.
And it's gonna be in Allentown.
But they're shutting down the factory. Bro, that's like the poorest white people in America over there, dog. And that place, there was old white people. They made sweat T-shirts. They had Team Felipe, these old ass people, bro. Steel workers.
Wow.
And
We need that
That's
picture
awesome.
too in there.
then I went to
I'll be like Rick
another.
Glassman. Cut picture. Okay.
They went to another place in the same area called it's where there's a statue of Larry Holmes there. The boxer.
Easton, Pennsylvania.
Inglewood, yeah, it's Easton.
Yeah, Easton. He was
Pennsylvania.
the Easton assassin. Larry Holmes was the Easton assassin.
Yeah.
And the baseball bats, I think.
Yes.
The aluminum bats, the best bats ever. Fuck yeah.
Oh, is it sponsored by Easton? I didn't.
No,
Yeah,
it's not.
Easton.
You know, I remember
What's the
the
next
days
one?
I used to play growing up.
What if they're listening?
So we went there.
They're
We went to
listening, Easton. You can
Flint,
sponsor.
Michigan. Flint, Michigan.
Man. Hey, and Flint, Michigan is as gacho as they say it is.
Oh, man.
It's bad, dude.
Is it? Yeah.
It's unfortunate,
They're still
man,
dealing
because
with that shit, right?
Luckily, they're growing a lot of marijuana now because marijuana is
There
legal
you
in
go.
Michigan.
Oh, great.
So they're like making a lot of money. Then I went to Traverse City. As soon as I got off the bus, there was a medicinal shop right across the street, bro. And then I went there. Traverse City is like San Francisco, but with no trash.
San Francisco with no trash.
Yeah.
Which place is this?
Traverse City.
Okay, I'll wait. That's great. I'll
Traverse
put this
City,
in.
Michigan, man. Then finally, when we finally hit like the Latino areas, it was over, man, for the white comedians, bro. Like when we hit Corpus, bro, Corpus Christi,
Chale,
bro,
they were-
Chale, dog. standing ovation going up, standing ovation getting off, bro. One line for meet and greets, and those guys had to put away other CDs, bro. Wow. Nobody want to buy that shit.
Damn.
That's right.
How many?
A lot of those places. Yeah.
Dude, is that show? That show's not on anymore, right?
Hell no. No. They went see then. Rodman was the last person who win.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But then they stopped it, bro. But how crazy it was. They do a background check on every contestant on Last Comic Standing. Like,
Wow.
I didn't know about this. So they call me back. I look at Gil like he was in charge. But they call me back, NBC lawyers. They said, Felipe, you've been arrested. And for me, being arrested means that you went to court and it threw you in jail. That's being arrested. If you got released the next day, you're not arrested, right?
That's a count. That's a count.
I never been convicted. To me, being arrested means being convicted of a crime.
When does the arrest? Is it like when the egg meets the sperm meets the egg? Is that when
Did the arrest or the jail come first?
So can you if you've never did time, what is it? Can you be considered arrested?
Yeah, an arrest is an arrest.
When does the arrest start?
As soon as those handcuffs on you and you go in and they fill out a booking slip. It's in the computer.
Okay, then yeah, so
Yes, you were arrested.
So I told that guy, finally I told him, yeah, but that was like a long time ago. That was 90. He goes, no, you got arrested like 5 months ago. Then you got arrested again 8 months ago, a year ago. I said, that ain't me, man. That ain't me. Because somebody in my family stole my identity. It goes, a long time ago, I think it was my brother. And then they went to go look it up. I had to go find a photo of my brother. My brother, like a hard criminal, bro. No Facebook, no MySpace, no Yahoo, Messenger. Never touched a computer in his life.
Wow.
Unless to grab a credit card, But this fool, I found a photo of him holding his grandson and his granddaughter, and I sent it to NBC, and they finally cleared it. It wasn't me.
Wow. That's wild. That's so crazy though, because you say that and I'm like, oh, I just like over the holidays talked to my little cousin who's in prison. He was on his phone on FaceTime when I was just like, like, what the fuck? How'd you do this? He's like, yo, we have our ways, and I'm like, no shit.
Wow, man.
It's so wild. I hadn't seen his face in like years. That shit was wild. So yeah, he's got a mice or a Facebook.
The FaceTime in prison.
So,
Criminals have changed.
When I was
Convicts have
I was in Orange County with another comedian who was in prison for 3 years, but then he got out, George Perez. And he told me, I met a friend of his from Orange County. He goes, hey, man, congratulations, you won. He goes, I voted for you. Thank you, man, thank you. I was in prison, in Norco, when I voted for you. He goes, wow. He goes, yeah, man, everybody in my cell, man, we were watching your show, and we were going around the prison telling everybody, telling all the guards. We were telling them, vote for number 4. They were saying, Huilas, bro, 4, vote for 4.
Fucking hilarious.
That's wild shit, dude. God damn.
And it's like that everywhere. It wasn't just like that in detention centers everywhere.
Everywhere, man. I knew a guy from Sacramento. He works for the Davis County Fire Station. Blas, Kane Lopez's cousin. That fool said that he got in trouble because he got on the phones and he sent a mass email, bro, like 1,000 with the phone number of Last Comic Standing and to vote for me.
Oh, to other clients?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, man.
Damn, you got some hardcore fans.
Hell yeah, bro.
That's amazing. And you're doing that show with the Netflix show coming up, yeah? The festival?
Netflix is a joke, yes, at the Orpheum.
At the Orpheum. That's
April
dope.
29, yes.
Hell
Good.
yeah, dude.
The Orpheum is great. I've been in the Orpheum. It's awesome.
I used to go there when it
like
was
a
a
theater.
movie theater, bro. Saw Jaws there, I think, or Star Wars. I don't know.
I used to go there to watch closed circuit wrestling.
No
They
shit.
used to have Lucha Libre there, man. They used to have
Yeah.
Battle Royal from like New York.
Now they
could
do them
watch
all
it in
that.
there.
What's it, the Mayan? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Here in LA?
It's the Orpheum or the state of Los Angeles, the one that you go upstairs and there's like a nice little baby lounge, and then you go into the bathroom and there's another lounge for men, and then another lounge for women, and there's like a mutual lounge. Back in the day, we used to smoke cigarettes.
Wow.
I think it's the state.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I've been
think
to that
so.
one.
Yeah, man.
That's sick.
I
Those
used
are some great old theaters over there. I mean, imagine how many used to be in downtown LA and that
Right
there's
on
hardly
Broadway.
any now.
Yeah,
all jewelry stores.
when we first premiered the digital series, like, so when we went to Sundance, we were sharing. It was like, it's a film festival, so we shared the block with a few other web series, and we only did like 3 episodes. But then Sundance that year did in LA. They called it Next Fest, and they like brought some of the projects that are like that are about LA in some way.
Yeah.
And so of course they asked us to do a screening of the full web series, and it was the first time, the only time that I ever screened the whole web series, and it was at the Ace Theater downtown.
Oh yeah, Ace, across the
At
street.
the Ace, man, and that theater, and like it was like almost packed. I heard there was like standing room upstairs
Awesome,
on the balcony to see that shit, like on that big ass screen. They got a big old screen in there.
Yeah.
And it was a huge theater, and that shit
great.
was. Yeah, man, that theater's nice. So that theater has a special place
Yeah,
in my heart.
it's
And those,
great.
yeah, all those downtown spots are sick.
Yeah, the Orpheum's good, man. That's awesome. That'd be great. You'll love it down there.
That's gonna be sick. Have you played there before?
Never.
Oh man, That's
Just
gonna be
snuck
sick.
in.
Yeah, that's good, man.
I used to go to the Clifton's next door.
Clifton.
Clifton's.
Cafeteria.
I used
Yeah.
to go there as a kid.
Yeah, my
Bro.
lady, she talks about it too. She's like, when they were reopening, she's like, we gotta go check it out. And she's like, I mean, we used to go all the time when we were kids. And she's like, yeah, it's like a whole
Bro,
different
when I-
now.
When I was a little kid, my brother took a massive shit himself, right? He was like 3 or 4. And my mom lost it at Clifton's, bro, like cagada, bro, like it was in his ankles, in his socks.
Shot up his.
Yeah, his back, bro. 'Cause my mom spanked him, bro. She got all mad, so it splattered on his back. Bro, she fucking, like, I think she took him to the bathroom and brought him back to our seat naked, dog. With just a little shirt. And she said, ¿Qué quiere este cabrones? That bitch went all mad for Newberries, bro, to buy clothes. We were just a jungle boy, bro.
Oh my God, that's wild. Oh, jeez.
That fool still peed in his pants, probably. Imagine, bro, she was washing that fool in the sink, bro, of Clifton's.
How old was he?
3, dog. Pinche cagón.
Pinche cagón.
She didn't take him with her to the store. She was sick.
Oh,
She was at
man.
his
That
restaurant.
fucking gummy before I fucking started this show. That shit hit me right there with that thing. God damn. Man, that's so fucking funny, man. It was just a fucking little toweling. My daughter shit in the park, and we went to the park, and they go grab every fucking napkin. I came back, it's like all over. How the fuck did it get up her back? Man.
That heroin shit.
Different, but you know when you have kids now, you know everybody has a fucking wipe, and they have all the right shit.
They're ready, man.
Also, you have a kid and you've been driving, you're like, what the fuck, you have cock on your fucking hand, on your fucking fingernail, you know, you're like, what the
It's like whether
When you got a kid, this shit gets it's fucking everywhere,
man. It's like reservoir dogs. You said there's somebody next to you shitting themselves.
Everywhere. Like a crime scene, just shit everywhere.
Oh, fuck.
And you need the wipes. Before they had the disposable wipes, you have to just go get like 3 or 4 towels and wet them.
Yeah, wet them.
You gotta grab that towel with the towel, man, and bring it down and wipe on and bring it down.
I mean, you know, whoever invented all that shit with the
Wipes.
sanitizing wipes is all just going to the thing, getting 4 napkins and wetting them. And
Yeah.
going, what the fuck? We should have these where they come out. Nobody used those things before.
I know there were no wipes when I was a kid, man.
No.
Put them on
That
the
was the
sink.
thing.
I didn't shit when I was a kid. I was afraid.
Yo, I don't know
Me too.
I was terrified of going to shit at school growing
Public?
up. In public school, yeah, because I went when I was in like the first grade, maybe the second grade. I went to the bathroom. I'm going number 2 at the bathroom, and then I'm there. I'm fucking pooping right in the school. It's fucking. It's in the school, and then all of a sudden I look up and there's these 3 kids
Looking down on you.
down on me over the stall, and I was like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" And I was just like, and they're just like, "Ah!" They're pointing and laughing at me. And I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I'm shitting." And after that, dude, never again. I would hold that shit all fucking day. I have mad problems. I'm sure that's where most of my digestive issues
Number 2.
come from holding it all
I
fucking
remember,
day.
man, like looking down at kids like that. What are you doing, Cago? Taking a shit?
But why would you do that? I don't understand it. Why would you want to watch a kid taking a shit? Pa qué? I don't get it.
And those were some high-ass doors, too, man.
Yeah.
You could have just looked
Yeah,
over.
man. They were like those motherfuckers. They had like that good upper body strength. They like lift it. Let me see.
Fucking shield them.
It's like the kids knew, man. It's Sloppy Joe Wednesday, bro. Let's go to the bathroom and wait.
But, you know, but it's like, who would have not thought about taking a shit? You're there a long time, man. Fucking 7 hours. Like, you have Sloppy Joe after you know, Sloppy Joe Day, those burritos.
Then pee after, you're jumping around, your stomach flowing.
Yeah, man. I remember I would walk home. There were days I would walk home from school, And it was one of those, those walks where you're just like, I gotta get home right now because I've been holding it for fucking 6 hours. And then you're just like, there were so many times, man, you just gotta stop and you just stand there for a while because you're just like, I can't. If I take another step, me cago. No? Just me? All right.
Hey,
well,
no.
Hell yeah.
All of us.
All of us.
When I was in high school, man, you take some fucking Correctol. You got fucking high school. You got to lose some weight, for baseball. You fucking run and take Correctol. I was taking Correctol. I was running. I was going home. I was like, I'm not gonna make it inside. So my grandfather had these 2 patches of grass. The grass was his his fucking pride and joy, and it was already dark. So I pulled right there, but like a little horse would shit, not like a regular person. Like a little bee, looked almost like a beehive, like I shit a beehive. And then my grandfather the next day is like, estos pinches perros que cagan aquí por la. He fucking played it on the fucking Great Dane halfway down the street. It's a pinche perro. I told him, bring your fucking dog over here. So if you shit in the front of the house, it's not even that belongs to the city. But that was like shitting in the church. Kenga su madre fucking. He's out there fucking telling me that fucking dog down there shit right here.
I don't know. I thought people could shit in water, man. I can't.
What?
Like shit when they're swimming.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Oh, man.
Like my brother Fernando, man, we were in Mexico. We were at the Presa, this fucking dam in Sinaloa. We were swimming. And then my dad see this fucking big old log passing by. He's swimming and shit. Que se está cagando. And my brother's, he's fucking backstroking shitting, dude.
Oh, it's terrible.
Fucking drones in the fucking water.
I would always jump out of the water and go to a bathroom.
Yeah.
No, you can't shit.
Any normal person would.
You can't shit in the water, man.
Piss.
My brother's gay, though,
What?
That was calling card. That way they know he's there. No, I don't think so. I never shit in the water, man. Like, that's a whole Caddyshack. That whole movie was about.
Duty!
Where they're swimming.
That's
it was
true.
a baby Ruth. And then they think it's shit and everybody, jumps, duty! Nobody yelled number 2. They yelled duty.
No, I'm not going to say it.
Do you ever have a convict throw shit at you?
No. Yeah, I did.
Man,
Yeah, I did.
Dude, I think.
Didn't make it. Neither did he. After he tried.
No, I know, man. But don't they do that? Like you walk by, they'll piss at you and all that stuff.
Just want attention now.
Yeah.
They just want.
They get it too.
But they do that, right? They can. And what's the penalty for that? Like you walk by a cell, you throw a cup of piss at an officer.
Salt.
What is that? On the. When does life begin?
Salt with a smiley weapon.
I saw with some fucking meows, meow.
Do they get
meow
more?
100?
Do they get more time if there's corn or corn nuts?
But they do. They
Do
throw.
they get more time if there's coordinates?
It depends if you're talking short-term or long-term penalty.
Oh my God.
Man, where'd you go, Grant?
Bathroom?
Oh, I thought Al called. You do your podcast here, huh?
Yeah, we used to do it here. No, during the pandemic, we stopped coming here.
How long have you been doing your pod? You're one of the first dudes that was doing.
We started in 2015, right? Yeah, 16.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I did one of the first shows.
Yeah, you were on our top. We were episode 7, I think, or 8.
Didn't they go to your house? You said.
Yeah.
He had the LA County Sheriff emblem on his swimming pool.
LASD. Big LASD, 18-inch letters.
Wow.
So you could see it from the sky.
Yeah.
That's dope.
I didn't know that. Would you take a picture and send it? Let's take a look at that.
Yeah.
Sick.
In the pool, like
Yeah.
the floor of the pool?
Yeah.
Most people put fucking Playboy bunnies and they got a fucking.
When I told the guy to do it, when they were remodeling, when I told him to do it, he says, "Well, you can't do that. What if you sell the house?" I said, "So what?" He said, "Well, it's going to be there." I said, "Okay." So he says, "What happens if it's a bad guy?" I said, "Well, it's a bad guy. He'll know that it stands for LA Sheriff's Department. He'll know that the helicopter up in the Sheriff's Department, they'll think he's a friendly.
You know what I got in
They'll
my
leave him
pool?
alone."
A yellow tile that says staff service on the back in black. You know about those that wear the yellow fucking windbreakers?
Staff patrol.
Staff patrol. Whoever that's the guy who owned my house.
And your diving board made of sap, right?
Yeah, no. No, when he came down, we did the first one.
That's pretty
right
good,
in
man. He's
my
got a
backyard.
sheriff emblem in his pool.
And then we did another one last year, I think. And that one was a Zoom, and you don't know this, but You asked your lovely wife was taking the calls, and they wanted to see my socks.
Yeah, somebody sock check you on the podcast.
So he says, "Hey,
Oh, they wanted to know.
they want to." I said, "How high are your socks?" I said, "They come up around my calf," and he says, "Real? Oh, they want to see." So I said, "Okay, no problem." So I lifted up my pant leg, and I'm tilting my
Computer
iPad
down.
down,
iPad, yeah.
and I can hear from the bedroom my wife screaming, "Oh my God, he's showing his legs!" Screaming. They couldn't hear it, but I could hear it. I just started laughing and showed my legs. And then his comment was, "Well, there you go. The higher the sock, the downer the dude."
The dude, that's right. He's true. He's right. That's right. So what? Go ahead.
What's the highest? I see some cholo with some high ass socks though. Before.
But not above the knees.
Nah, man. Just
Like
like
just to the fucking cartilage, eh?
just enough to look like Pee Wee Reese from the Dodgers.
Yeah. Right above to the. Let's see. What do you got?
That's pretty high.
Por ahí.
Mine aren't that high.
Mine are.
They're like-
I'm made. Like I'm out of the hood, but I was there at one time. Little
So I gotta show-
skeleton.
I got,
Oh, yeah, all right.
They're
Yeah, yeah.
bands, pero I gotta honor the white boy in me.
Hey, you do have a white boy in you, huh?
Okay.
Órale.
God bless America.
Un-American, cabrón.
Looking like Wonder Woman.
With the gold shoes and everything.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
It was. It's fun. This guy, like you,
hilarious, man.
this guy makes me laugh.
You've been doing it a long time.
Wherever he goes, wherever I'm at, they'll hear me. They'll hear me.
Hey, where did you start? How did you? What year did you start? We've known each other a long time.
I started like the first time ever performing on stage was like in late of '94 at the
Only?
the place called the Natural Fudge on Silver Lake. It's a theater.
I did it.
And I met Alonzo Bowden there.
Well, let me say
Jay
this:
Masada. No, Jamie Kennedy.
Felipe
Man, dude.
Esparza and Alonzo Bowden, both funny men. Both have won Last Comic Standing. Both have done comedy for the guys from Homicide at.
Steven Statehouse.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah.
God bless
Come on.
America.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Frank Sinatra, Felipe,
Dr. Kim,
Alonzo Bowden,
Rudy
Dr.
Moreno.
Kim, Rudy Moreno sucks.
I remember we went there
Big
for.
love.
I remember we did an Irish show, and it was funny, man, because it was for the City of Commerce Rotary Club, and the City of Commerce Rotary Club, and it was all St. Patrick's Day, like real St. Patrick. They had hula dancers. They had a whole thing.
Okay, hula dancer for St. Patrick.
Yeah, they had it because they're the kilt, and they had nothing but Irish food. La Raza was not ready for that.
They were ready for that.
They're not ready for no corned beef.
No.
Oh man, it was all Irish food. It was like corned beef,
What is Irish food? Like steamed cabbage?
steamed cabbage,
Yeah.
potatoes, red cabbage, and it was all raza, bro. And there
all
was some
pedos.
white people there, man, who were like Irish, but I guess all they have is red hair. But
He does
they were
theme
not
nights
down.
over there? He does theme nights over there?
That was a theme night for St. Patrick's Day.
Oh.
I used to put on fundraisers for the National Latino Peace Officers Association, for the Homicide Bureau, and I would put 300-400 people in there just for fundraising to get money.
Wow.
Easy.
I remember going there, man. All the waitresses were all right.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
If you're into women.
We're going to go see. Vamos a ver. When are we going over there?
Tomorrow, aren't we?
Wednesday.
Oh, tomorrow's the
Wednesday,
dinner. Yeah, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
They have pictures there of old ass people there, man. Like Tommy Lasorda when he had
Yeah.
hair. Tommy Lasagna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali. They had a lot.
How
of
long has it
pictures
been
up
there?
It's been there since the 50s, I believe.
Then I did Victor's Steakhouse, right?
Never been there, Victor's.
Victor's right there
Where's
by
that?
Alhambra.
No, I ain't never been
Or
up
that
there.
Steve's Steakhouse, I don't know.
No, Stevens. Off the 5. Off the 5?
There was one over there off Caddy's. This guy had a room there also, and there was another steakhouse. And I think the other half of the Sala Brother used to perform there.
Oh, yeah.
Rudy and Stevie. And then Spectre had a place up in Alhambra.
Phil Spector did?
Yeah.
It wasn't the Quiet Cannon.
No.
Or the Hot, baby.
Or the Hop.
That's when I see
do
you,
the Hop.
man. I used to
do
see
the Hop.
your name all the time there, like performing there. My friend, my co-host Rodrigo snuck in to see your show.
Yeah, shit. Those were the days, man.
Man, I'll never forget performing there, man. It was
Shit.
I would have my bootleg CDs. I remember I sold 26 of them. I'm like, fuck, I made more money off
Everybody
CDs.
sold, yeah.
I only seen you perform once, George.
Oh,
live.
what was it?
It was at the Rabobank Arena in Bakersfield.
Ah.
And it was, I mean, fuck. I was like in the nosebleeds. And then there was a fight. Some cholos started fighting. And I thought the whole show was going to stop, but it didn't. I don't even know if you noticed it, but they just started fighting in the section. Security comes and kicks him out. And I was like,
it kept
damn.
going. Yeah,
I just
yeah.
thought it was the most badass thing. I was just like, oh, if he noticed it, he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Me, I saw you on 5 o'clock funnies the first time.
Oh, yeah.
With Mr.
Michelini?
Mr. Benson.
Oh, yeah.
Michelini had a room at something. Or Carlos.
Yeah.
Oh, but first time I saw you was on 5 o'clock funnies, and then when you hosted Que Locos.
Right.
I was there like doing warm up, like, God damn, it's hilarious. And then when you did your, I don't know if you were showcasing at the Laugh Factory for Sandra Bullock for your show. Fuck, bro. That was like the best fucking set I've seen in my fucking life to this day. Only like, you remember the good ones. I saw Chappelle do an hour. It was awesome. But yours, I remember, man, I was in the back with all the cheerleaders, like the me and the other fools, young comics. And Sandra was there. Everybody was there. And I remember, like, the older comics, like, you don't know. You think that I'm here to see George, so maybe I'll go up after him and they'll see me too. But hell no, man. Half of the audience left. They were up there congratulating you. Shit. But that was, like, the best set I've seen ever. Like, it was like pound for pound, from the beginning to end, like non-stop laughs. Like some people say they kill and they say like they got mediocre laughs, but this was like butt-gusting. Like
Oh yeah.
Like, bitch, I'm watching the show. I don't need a drink right now.
Yeah. There you go.
Like,
Good
damn,
man.
bro. Like,
Huge fan.
I'm never gonna be like this. You know what I mean? I should just quit right now.
I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you thought you could do better. You've done great, man. You've done
I was
great.
like, damn.
You've done
Because sometimes, the comedian, you got like an hour, but you got like 3 jokes that never work, but you still use them.
great. Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I wish I could have been around. I wish I could have seen some of those back in the day, like fucking before.
Oh
cell
man, I
phones
mean,
and
because
shit.
you're just out there before people know you. You're kind of the best. So those were
Just
good
get that
ones.
album, but right now, it's hard to find.
What's it?
I have a CD called right now.
That one's like
Right
hard
now?
to find. Cause
Later. No, right now.
Because that one was...
Was that one of your earliest ones?
Yeah.
Because that was a Drozen one, and then George kind of removed. So that when you have that one, it's hard to find.
Yeah, Drozen.
It's a collector's item.
That shit, man.
Fuck.
He knows.
He knows.
We good with
There's
that?
that one, and then there's Team Leader.
Got time.
Oh,
Then there's Team Leader, but that one, that's good too.
that one got nominated for a Grammy.
Yeah.
Three Grammy nominations, and I never lost to a comedian. I lost to Weird Al, because if Weird Al's nominated, he's going to win. And then I lost to Flight of the Conchords, which is music.
2005.
And then I lost to, in 2009, I lost to Stephen Colbert for some produced Christmas special. I did 85 minutes live in San Antonio.
Wow. That's insane.
I lost to a cooking show, bro, for a reality show.
You did? Which one?
I was nominated for Best Special for, I don't know, whatever Latino award show is, Vida or Boys?
Alma?
Alma, yes.
Alma.
Yeah.
The Alma Award?
I lost to the cooking show for that lady on PBS.
I don't know it.
Twice.
The cooking show.
We lost to her. Oh. And now, and it's funny because
How did we lose?
hers is a variety show live, and we're competing against her. But now they changed it. Now stand-up is different. That's why Ada Rodriguez got nominated. I don't know if she won though, but comedy doesn't compete with variety shows no
Did
more.
they separated it now?
Separated now.
Actually, it should be. It's so weird that they like lump y'all in like a different.
Well, they
It's
did
like
in the
with
beginning.
different
Maybe there
things.
wasn't enough artists to cover,
Yeah.
so they would combine categories, and
Yeah.
then now they don't. That they need to separate.
Yeah,
I
I
never
know.
lost to a. But I mean, it would be nice to win. But I mean, it's good. nominated. I can't change the way that shit
I can't.
came out.
I don't. I never.
Yeah, man.
nominated for a
It's not
Grammy,
about
so
getting
yeah.
it's not about getting arrested. It's about getting convicted, right?
That's right. That's right.
You said it.
Arrests don't count, brother.
Never been convicted. I've been arrested 3 times.
Never been convicted.
Yeah,
So I don't
convicted.
count them, you know. 'Cause I went to Canada twice. He goes, "You've ever been arrested?" Nope. Got through. The next time I went back, "You ever been arrested?" No. And then he said, "You sure?" "I've never been arrested." "Well, right here it said you were arrested in 1990. "Yeah, but I was released." That's a DA reject, though. They don't say that there on your paperwork.
Yeah. So if you could just
Should.
let me through, that'd be great.
Hey, but Canada doesn't fuck around, man.
They don't, man. If you have a neck tattoo, and if you're suspect, even if you have a clean record, they might not let you in.
Really?
There was a dude, I went there to do a movie one time, and this guy, office guy, is in there. And I said, we're in the room, and he goes, "What's the matter?" He goes, "Man," he goes, "I had a fucking DUI like in '92."
Oh yeah.
He goes, he goes, "And I have a company. We make a lot of money. Me and so every year I bring my clients to Canada. We go fishing, we go drinking, go around." He goes, "And it's my fucking company." He goes, "And they're not letting me in. They're gonna fly me out." They didn't let him in because he had a DUI. He goes, "Now we have to tell the guy that's with them that you got to still take those guys, but I'm not going to be there because they didn't let me in." He's like, "Fuck, what are they going to think? They're fucking
Over a DUI?
Yeah,
damn.
I think also that rapper Chris Brown, he had to turn around him, his tour, his whole bus, merch, everything, equipment. They didn't let him in.
Oh, really?
Whoa.
I mean, they don't fuck
So they
around,
must
man.
not have good shows out there.
Hey, if you get through, man, if you get through, you're meant to be there. So also, if you see somebody performing in Canada, you know that they're meant to be in Canada. They would be like, "Can't come in."
I got in to do the
You did
Edmonton.
Montreal?
I did it in 2005. Edmonton, bro. I did a comedy club there, and I think I had to get a work permit
Yeah, that's right.
that cost me the same amount of being there.
Chingo.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
It is like
So you wasted like your paycheck.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you need a work permit. He broke
Working for
even.
free.
So then when I was selling merch, it was messing everything up with my credit card thing because it was changing Canadian money to American money. Well, then I realized, I'm selling this for less over here.
Damn.
It is less. Yeah.
Wait, the dollar over there's weaker than here? Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying? Oh. Oh shit.
I went and did a movie in the last like 6 months or a year, and I bought a guitar. It was like $1,500 less there than if I would have got it over here.
No shit.
Yeah,
You wanna go to
right.
Canada?
Oh, you know what's illegal?
Where was it manufactured at? There or here?
Here.
You know what's illegal over there? I didn't know. I was walking around with a headache at the drugstore asking everybody for Airborne.
It's illegal?
It don't exist.
Oh.
They looked at me like I was crazy. And they kept sending me over there to a bunch of fucking teas, bro.
What? So there's no.
Because Airborne has.
I don't know.
They just don't have it out there.
They just don't have it.
Maybe
out
it's a
there.
different name.
Maybe no. There's nothing like it over there. There's no Airborne.
They're like,
nothing
no, we don't
that.
got no powder here, bro. Get out
Just
of
to
here.
give me orange juice.
Because they get all health care. So if you get sick, fucking hey, go over there. Not like here.
Oh, no. I stay over here. I don't go over there.
I go to Rite Aid, eh? Thrifties.
I go to Rite Aid. Thrifty's in the old days. Does
Yeah,
Rite
it
Aid
was.
still have thrifty ice cream, or
They still
Yes,
got
they
thrifty ice
do.
cream.
Yeah, they
Yes,
do.
they do.
They do?
They do.
I had it just
they give me
recently.
some fucking strawberry in. Those were the days of the metal. Remember
Hell
the metal,
yeah,
Felipe?
man.
They would freeze the metal
The cylinder.
and they'd go in there. They'd
They
put.
still got it.
They're now selling them.
still
Still got it.
They're,
Oh.
they're selling them now.
That's what I need.
Wait, the ice cream or the scooper?
The scooper.
They sell that
They,
shit?
they sell them now.
That's
They
how I
would
want
put
my
it
ice
in the
cream.
water. They'd put it in the water.
should
And
get-
go like that.
I used to get 3 scoops, bro. Cherry, vanilla, and almond.
No shit.
And what was yours? Mine was Rocky Road, pistachio,
That sounds good, too.
and mint chocolate.
Black cherry.
I didn't like mint chocolate.
Black
You
cherry
don't
was
like
good.
mint-
Black
black cherry and mint
Black cherry's
chocolate. You
good.
don't like
They would
mint
have the
chocolate?
piece of the cherry in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was, oof.
I like Rocky Road. I like pistachio.
Yeah.
But I didn't like, I don't like mint and chip, anything with mint in it.
The cherry one, man. A few people, but it was badass.
That
man.
shit hits.
I still remember you said the cherry, dark cherry.
You know, and they used to make that ice cream right here in East LA. It was made by Carnation. put the thrifty package
really?
on. So
Hey,
I
and the
like
strawberry had fucking pedazos of fucking
Yeah,
strawberry.
they were good.
Not like a sliver. That motherfucker would be like, oh shit, there's a whole big ass strawberry in there.
They used to make something called
Fresh, man.
Jamocha almond fudge.
Mocha almond fudge.
Ooh. What the fuck is Jamocha?
Like a coffee with almond in it.
Okay.
Coffee
yeah.
chocolate with
All right.
almonds in
It's
it.
probably a
do
racial
that.
slur somewhere. Jamocha, motherfucker.
There was 31 flavor when you were a kid? No, right?
Came on afterward.
Baskin Robbins came
Yeah.
out in 1980, huh?
No, what was it first? It was 31 flavors.
31 flavors, yeah.
And they had. That's when you try like
Everything.
sherbet, bro.
I couldn't afford to go to 31
French
flavor.
vanilla,
That was a high-end
Dutch
place.
vanilla.
Are you guys
Different kinds of
Have you guys
chocolate.
done Salt and Straw? I'm gonna be the bougie hipster about it, but Salt and Straw, have you been?
Is that in Los Feliz?
No, sé, there's a bunch of them. There's one in Culver. They're all over.
What's that?
There's one in
And
West
then
Pie,
Hollywood.
right?
Yeah.
It's like an ice cream pie?
It's not a pie. It's ice cream. I think it's started in Portland, but they have their set flavors, but then every month they have new flavors. And they got during so I can just tell you during Thanksgiving sometimes they have this one that they legit use turkey. Like real turkey skin in this ice cream, and it sounds gross
You had
as
me a
shit.
turkey skin.
Yeah, it sounds gross as shit, but then you eat it, and it's like they candy it somehow. Anyways, they do crazy shit with this ice cream, and it is so fucking good. But it's very pricey, and that's why I call
You
it
been over
my
there?
bougie ice cream.
No.
You gotta try it, and they got vegan. They got vegan flavors.
I used to go to an ice cream place, but I don't know the name of it. Because I used to drive, off the fucking 405 Harbor Highway.
Yeah.
I would take that shit all the way to the end to a lighthouse, St. Vincent Lighthouse. It's over there past San Pedro, past all that shit, dog. There's like no blacks and Mexicans over there, bro. Like when I walk around there, bro, like the Mexicans that are there are wondering why I ain't working, dog. There's like so many white people there. And that's where I had the cheesecake pumpkin pie ice cream, bro.
Oh, that sounds good.
Pichi gordote, bro. I was shitting all day. I didn't give a fuck, bro. I'm
Put some fucking
lactose
aceite
intolerant,
there,
eh?
bro. Orleans, eh? Remember when they tried to make the potato chips with Orleans? That
Yeah.
shit. A fucking storm, bro. They canceled that. Everybody that ate those chips, you think it's like a different
Yeah,
oil.
but they were good, though.
Oh yeah, I remember
Hey,
that.
they were good, but they were
good.
good. Oh, dude, with Orleans, some oil.
I remember this.
What was that? What was it?
Oh, Olestra.
Olestra.
And that shit,
Greasy stuff.
greasy, dude. They were good. They were good. They couldn't do, or else they would have done the OGs with this. But they were like a little bit oilier, a little bit saltier, like because that's you can't add oil to the once you buy it.
Yeah.
But this one said like, oh, it's almost like if you added your own oil and salt to the chips, and it was.
Some people like that
nasty,
bacon
bro.
fat, man. I'm not a big bacon fat guy, but
No.
Yeah, we did. We
Well, how
put in the
hardcore
beans.
vegan are you?
Oh,
Are
yeah.
you like, do
Right?
you eat any?
no, nothing.
Nothing.
But there's a coffee shop in San Francisco. It's called it's a radio station. It's like a bootleg radio station called Cats Radio, and they serve coffee there, and they add 2 spoons of bacon fat in there.
Into the coffee?
Yeah,
But that's good.
What?
yeah. And
Why?
they put cream on it, and sugar,
Bacon fat
and then it tastes like a bacon coffee.
Oh man,
And it tastes good.
I'll never take
That's
this.
something I'd try.
Yeah.
I
You tried?
tried. Yeah, I'd try.
Bacon.
That should be a
coffee.
proper British dish. Proper British dishes. I follow that on TikTok. Proper how do you say it? Proper British dishes. Take one. And bro, these fucking British people are so fucking poor, bro. I thought I was poor, bro. I thought I was fucking poor, but I never been fucking World War I poor. You know what I mean? But fuck, dog. Like this guy, he shows up. A piece of fucking a plate, a saucepan, bro, a cooking plate full of manteca, bro, from the night before. You know, like we put that shit in a little cup, but it was still there. So that fool warms it up and adds a slice of bread and puts it on it, and lets it gets all with manteca and pork from the night before, flips it over, and then puts that on between 2 breads and eats it like a sandwich.
Yeah, I would do that.
Proper British dishes.
So he uses the manteca
manteca bread.
as like the
meat.
That's the salami of the sandwich.
Proper British dishes. Take one.
Proper British dishes.
This is a TikTok. This is a TikTok.
Yeah.
Oi.
That's
Oh,
all
all right.
fat, bro, man. But you think
All
about it, that's
fat.
pretty good, dog.
That sounds tasty.
If you had like
almost like,
chorizo the night
So
before,
the
like
pan
garlic bread.
Yeah, like garlic. That's what I made
like
me
if you
think
had
of.
chorizo the night before, and then you get a little orange bread, put it between another bread, sauce.
Why not? Why not sauce?
No, see, and I
it was
use,
the
royal
I use the
sauce.
bacon manteca, or if I don't have it, I always have in my refrigerator fresh manteca. You can buy at the store still.
Damn,
Rex.
Rex, you know, they
That's animal felt like a
what-
Rex.
what-
A brick of Rex.
Big old block of it.
Or the
It's,
tin, the red tin.
and they would sell that shit, and that goes my beans. Gotta have that for my beans or anything else I want to.
But the bacon grease, yes, my grandmother would put it in the beans.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You wrap it in the put in the potatoes and the beans. Like
I make the bacon and then I make my eggs in that bacon grease.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Así,
that's
just así nomás, like I was like, ¿pa qué?
hey, so how did you get started in being a vegan?
I was
Anybody in your family? No?
low carbing already. That Dr. Atkins low carb. That's paleo before paleo.
Yeah.
Or well, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was doing it the wrong way. I would think hanging out with the comedians, and they were doing low carb too, but nobody saw a doctor. Nobody read directions. So we were just eating cheese and meat all week, bro.
Yeah.
Like no vegetables,
Yeah.
no water, Diet Cokes, bro. Just a cheese. Like we're gonna In-N-Out and get a 4x4 with just 4 pieces of meat and lettuce, dog.
Yeah.
And eat 3 of those all day. And that's 12 meats. So
Hey,
I was
so,
like,
you can go over there and order a 4x4 because I'm afraid
They
to
call
do
it
that.
protein style.
yeah, protein style.
That's what they
A
call
4x4 with
Yeah.
and then the bun. No
Yeah,
bun,
4x4 protein style, and they put everything in a big old lettuce.
It's much easier just to get the 4x4 and rip off the bread, because I've tried, with the protein
That
style.
sounds good as a
It
motherfucker.
is so hard to eat. It just
It gets a little soggy.
messy.
It
Yeah.
gets a little
Sounds good as a
messy.
motherfucker,
But it's
though.
good. You like
your
barely
review.
miss the bread. You
For
barely
you don't miss the bread.
For anybody that hasn't been to an In-N-Out, I mean, I've been.
I feel sorry for you, son.
We travel around the places, great pizza places and great places, but I don't think that there's a place like In-N-Out in the United States.
No, man.
That's not an In-N-Out.
I gotta say though, I mean, I love me some In-N-Out. I don't want to be sacrilegious here, pero I've been going
There's
to
some
Shake
good
Shack
ones.
lately. Have you been?
Yeah, there's and also the Habit is.
The
I had a
Habit's
burger.
good.
The Habit has
haven't had
burgers
that.
like from back in the day.
Oh,
Like
I've been
picnic.
once, way back. I
Like
haven't been in a while.
almost like you get at a picnic.
Yeah.
Where hey, we used to use a piece of white bread as a bun with some mayonnaise and some cheese.
I didn't have a
Or
bun on
mustard and cheese.
I didn't have a homemade bun on a burger until I was in my 30s, I
Oh,
think.
yeah, come on. That was in my joke where it says hot dog bun is a Roman meal sauce. Hot dog bun. Roman meal, folded. It's the same shit. That's what my grandmother said. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. Mira, cabrón. Roman
Hell
meal,
yeah.
hot dog bun.
I like the way he said it. Because I would have said, mira, sauce.
Like that. Roman meal, hot dog bun. Roman meal, hot dog bun.
I think the first hamburger ever made in America was made in toast, in a hamburger, in a regular sliced bread, right?
Was it?
I'll
That makes
fact
sense.
check it.
Yeah, it's in Connecticut.
But listen, man, if you use regular bread or whatever meat, vegan meat, whatever, it's the
And get that
fucking regular
weenie, get
bread.
that weenie on the end of the fork.
Man, dude,
Put it
it's so
on the
good.
fire.
That's so good.
I used to like that shit, man. Like 5 weenies, sliced in half, and put them in a sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
But they have all that stuff, the vegan stuff that
Yeah, they
tastes
do.
like it does taste like the same. Like in the back of the day, like if you had anything that was good for you had latch flavor, not like
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, it was bad
No,
before.
You
I
don't miss
love-
anything, dude.
In LA, I love going to vegan spots because I'm not a vegan and I don't even try to be. Pero the vegan spots, like they gotta show up. Like they gotta compete with all the fucking other restaurants, and so they like the dishes that they got at these vegan spots are out of control.
Yeah.
Like I love what's
Maybe
it?
soups, all that stuff is
Oh
good.
my god, it's so
Stew.
good. It's like you can't tell. I'm like, damn. Like I remember, what's this? There was like a fast food vegan spot that used to be in where near my place where I live. I think
In
they still
Norwalk?
have. No, I'm in Culver City, and it was like right there in downtown Culver for a bit. But they have their original
And they closed.
location, and they closed.
Hey, and you don't miss any of the flavor of like
Nah,
like
it's
I
so
like
good.
chili with like onions and cheese.
Nah.
It's like the same thing, right?
Yeah, they had a mac and cheese burger that they would put mac and cheese on a fucking burger with barbecue sauce that was so good. All vegan. And
I know that place. They had the Oklahoma burger.
I think so.
Yeah, they
I forget
give
the
you,
name
they
of
put a
it.
little fried pickle right on top, right?
I think so. Yeah, I'm forgetting the name of
yeah.
it. It's been a while since it was there. That shit was delicious. I didn't miss the meat. I was just gonna say
Well, my
it's fucking
wife,
meat.
she was raised vegan too, though.
Oh really?
But she was not vegan when she met me. because I got it into Jack in the Box. Number 5 with extra cheese.
What's the number 5? Ultimate
I
cheeseburger?
thought like close. It was the extra fried spicy chicken sandwich.
By the way, correct on the first burger in America, 1895, New Haven, Connecticut, a place called Louis' Lunch. He would serve it between 2 pieces of toast.
Yeah, bro. Their oven is them. Their ovens are made. They're like the stacked ovens. So they gotta open it up like that and just take the meat out.
Oh, really?
But it's just a bun, no ketchup, right? No ketchup, a bun, pickle, and lettuce.
I don't think so. Just 2 pieces of toast, it looks like on here.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
I still don't think that burger's gonna be as good as Jim's.
Number of Jim's, eh? Jim's is good. Astro
Hell yeah.
Burger.
George's. Have you been to George's in Boyle Heights? They got a pastrami burger.
Olympic and Soto. Washington and Soto.
Pastrami. There's good pastrami out here.
Yeah, man.
Different than the East Coast.
Used to
Different
be
than
a
the East
Washington,
Coast.
Washington and Soto, and they used to sell a hockey puck burger.
Yeah, the hockey burger right there on Soto. They by Sears.
Yeah.
They're closed now.
Oh, they closed?
Closed,
Yeah.
They closed about probably 3 years ago, 3-4 years ago.
That's got you.
They used to be some good places.
How come they closed over there? Because that Sears closed and everything kind of went away over there? Or?
May have been bad business. Things were dying out, but it was bad business.
They will close at 2 though.
Yeah.
They will open at 5 and close at 3 p.m. So if you want that burger at midnight or at 10 or
no,
that
they
You want that
open,
burger
man.
at night? You
Yeah.
want that
They
burger
probably
at
did
5,
trust it.
6?
Yeah, right?
They were good friends with the people over Stevens, the owner.
Of course. Wait a minute. It's like the Kevin Bacon of food over there. 6 degrees of separation.
They must be Greek.
Good. All right, man. Listen, guys.
What's up, fool?
It's been
It's been fun for me. It really has.
I had a great
good to
time.
sit with you, man. It's always good to sit with Felipe.
Hell yeah.
So
Likewise.
Felipe's podcast is What's Up, Fool, everybody.
What's up, fool podcast?
I don't have a podcast, but you can follow me on Instagram
Easy.
at El Marvin Lemus. At El
How's that Jeep, bro?
And what other? Hey, what
That Jeep
messages
is-
have you gotten? Let's check in with the.
¿Cómo?
Messages have you gotten from Instagram about the podcast? Everybody kissing your ass?
No, everything's still the same. You know, I got probably the nastiest fucking message I've ever
From me?
had. Somebody wants to be friends. I should be dead. They're gonna, before they kill me, they're gonna get to my wife. They're gonna do all kinds of shit because Richie's alive, because Richie's dead, and I'm alive.
Oh, the Richard Ramirez.
Yeah, the
that's
fans.
probably fucking Felipe.
They're fans.
Probably him fucking.
They're probably some hood rat.
Hood rats. There you go. See?
No, but he
Devil
has fans, man. Like todavía, he's been gone for
Yeah.
20 years. He still has fans.
Yeah.
Oy, oy, oy.
A lot of people saying a lot of good things about the show. So it's all good.
All right,
Awesome.
Grant,
Thanks, everybody.
you still on those dating apps? You trying to get some vergas out there? There's some in here. Eh? Just look around. All right. Thank you guys.
What's up, fool? Thank you. All right, Marvin.
Thank you. Thank you,
All
guys.
right, thank you.
Marvin
God
Lopez.
bless you. My regards to your wife.
Thank you.